And we're back. Ahmedabad is our next stop. Wait with us.
Okay, so Ahmedabad have made bold choices in their retentions, and I believe Hardik Pandya is leading the side. So they have a good opener, person who understands Shubman Gill, who understands the situation. He's a class batsman. So I believe he'd be paired best with Johnny Bairstow. He's aggressive as well, and he also gives a wicket-keeping option. And Johnny Bairstow is totally worth the buy given his performance on both pace and spin tracks. Since there's a bit of attacking in this order, so I would go for somebody like Suresh Raina too, who's a Gujarat fame. He played for Gujarat Lions. It's not the same pitch, but he still has a lot of brand value and lot of respect in Gujarat. So that would add up. And number 4, I believe Vyas Dhol, just because of his leadership skills, they could look for a future captain in him. I believe that Krunal Pandya is definitely going back to his brother Hardik Pandya because of the synergy, because they perform well together. The spin, they have Rashid Khan, who will be acting as a pinch hitter. I believe he's the best spinner in world cricket right now. He also won T20 Cricketer of the Decade. So I believe that the Narendra Modi pitch it's a bit unpredictable. So you have to be prepared for the worst scenarios as well. So for the pace, it has supported batting sometimes, but generally we have seen it being on like the mid to lower range. So Pat Cummins, I believe, could be seen going to Ahmedabad because of his bowling, and he gives a great batting option. I believe Chetan Sakaria is a pick as well for Ahmedabad, given that he's a local boy and he's an up-and-coming bowler I believe he's a complete T20 bowler who has a lot of good years ahead of him, and in the right hands, he could be a lethal bowler. On to the others now.
I guess the team dynamics of Ahmedabad would have been easier if Hardik Pandya had more brothers. Saying that, I guess with Ashish Nair in their side, he would be looking with. They have their middle order covered, which is a very difficult thing to do. They have their 5, 6, 7. I am taking Krunal Pandya already in Ahmedabad, with Rashid Khan at number 7. I guess they're gonna spend most on Indian pacers. Absolutely, someone like Navdeep Saini, Shiva Mavi, or Kamlesh Nagarkoti would be in their scheme of things. Shiva Mavi has been exceptional in the last few years in domestic, and he's a good length bowler, as we say with Ashish Nair all the time. I guess with these 3 players, they'll complete their pace attack, and they'll go for a domestic spinner in someone like Ravi Sai Kishore, or Sanjay Yadav, and they're gonna spend heavily on their top order, like someone like Quinton de Kock or Johnny Bairstow would walk in. I agree. And Rasi Wonder Hussain or someone, I guess they are gonna go with foreigners in the top order with Andy Flower by this.
Just a point of criticism, I don't mean to be harsh, but I believe that Ahmedabad, my bad, they have missed a trick by not retaining Ishan Kishan instead of Shubman Gill. Ishan Kishan,
he wouldn't have agreed for 7.
I don't think Kishan would agree for 8 crores, sir.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, definitely.
He knows he could go for a double in the auction. Why will he come for 8?
Kishan is one of those players who knows that he'll be valued more if he's bought in the auction.
It's possible, but if they could have landed Ishan Kishan in that 11, he also
they have already spent extra on Rashid Khan, and if they would have spent 11 crores on Ishan Kishan, I guess
one thing I'll say, like,
even Narendra Modi wouldn't be able to save that.
One thing I should say go against them is, like, they have just 3 players and they have a 52 crore remaining, which is very less, I guess, according to 3 players. But they have 2 players whom you can't find other players like them. Rashid Khan, there's only one Rashid Khan, you can't find other player like him. And Hardik Pandya, there's only one Hardik Pandya, you don't find a player like him. So they have 2 exceptional IPL players. Like,
go ahead.
So they have 2 exceptional IPL players, but they need to fill in the gaps. They have to fill in a lot of gaps. They have to make a good middle order, find an attacking opener, form a pace attack, and doing it in 52 crores. It will be a tough task, but with the things, like, they could do it, because. And I also want to address, like, Hardik Pandya as a captain of a team. I haven't seen him in captaining ever.
I was coming to
that.
that.
I don't know how to.
I was absolutely coming to that. You said Hardik Pandya. There's just one Hardik Pandya. Do you think this added pressure of captaincy will, take that away from him, given his recent form? Past 1 or 2 years.
I'll say that depends more on the personality of Hardik Pandya, how he takes pressure. I don't know him. Like, if he takes pressure well, and if he's a strong character, he's a strong character. We have seen him bouncing back after that coffee with Karan thing. Like, he had a best IPL ever, and no Indian finisher has done an IPL like that. Like, hitting sixes. He was just hitting sixes for fun in 2019. So if he has a strong character, he can lead the team well. I don't know, like Ahmedabad is a team like who would either do wonders or either go very down. Like I don't see that team finishing at a 5-6. Either they will go
Like a
for a
Gujarat
9-10 or
line.
either they will go straight away for a top 2. Might be like.
Yeah, so I agree with Ndivar sir. The focus is completely on Hardik Pandya. We have few questions that, which everybody will ask about Hardik Pandya. We'll ask that: is he bowling? Is he
Surprise.
informed? Is he informed to justify India's best finishers tag?
Mhm.
And how will he lead? We've seen like somebody like KL Rahul. We haven't seen him in a comfortable space when he's leading, even for India, even for Punjab. But if you see somebody like a Shreyas Iyer or even Rishabh Pant for Delhi, they didn't look uncomfortable on the field when they were making decisions. They have made bad decisions. They have made good decisions also, but
Yeah.
we don't see an uncomfortable side of them. I just don't want to see Hardik Pandya in some uncomfortable position deciding which bowler to bowl or which batsman to send or being under
Like,
pressure at dugout
I'm
when
not
they're
very sure
chasing.
how he's going to react with vice captain being Krunal Pandya and he's leading his own elder brother.
and like not only the captain is Hardik Pandya, you've seen we don't know how the captain. The coach is Ashish Nehra. That is, I think, a bigger trouble for
Yeah,
him because we have seen in coaches Ashish Nehra is a tried and tested failure. Like he failed miserably with RCB, and we all know like
He
but
whatever
all
you
decided
of
to
do.
us
leave
know
out
that
Quinton de Kock
being
for
a bowling
Partha
coach
Patel,
for RCB is one of the toughest things. You know, it's a graveyard for bowlers.
but he
Even the
decided to
best bowlers.
leave Quinton de Kock for Partha Patel. That sums up his entire coaching career
He traded off Quinton de Kock to Mumbai
for
Indians.
Partha Patel.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
but we shouldn't forget that he wasn't the lead head coach that
It was
time,
his
and
decision. He has
it was just a
already
bowling
told in
coach.
one of he told that this was his decision in the interview.
Yeah,
So
no,
so
it,
decisions do backfire, but it's towards we know we have to see Hardik, we have to see
this just
how
didn't
his
backfire.
synergy is with.
This was such a dumb decision to make.
Delhi
I agree,
Capitals
but
have Virat Kohli.
we need to see the
Like
synergy between Nehra and Hardik. If that synergy
भाई लेकिन
is going,
ये बात
I think
देखो
they'll
ना
go
यार, ये
to the top.
अहमदाबाद में
like
ईगो, राशिद खान का इतना ईगो अहमदाबाद मान भी गया कि 15 करोड़ ले ले, ये फाइनल एसएस फाइनल्स में से नहीं चलेगा यार.
but
नहीं,
Rashid Khan
but I
like
think not
राशिद
Hardik.
खान अगर
Rashid
मैं
Khan
ऑनर
deserves
होता ना
it.
वो 25 करोड़ में ऐसे में ले
deserves it.
लेता उसे.
नहीं, Rashid Khan, in term everybody, including every player, he's the biggest match winner in T20 cricket.
थोड़ा एंड का कट कर
Considering
मैच कर.
considering finishers, batsmen, spinners, bowlers, everything, he is the biggest match winner. I can, even if he's on a very, he's not at his peak, he's going to win you 3 games easily.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.